Some breaking news this hour. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is calling for new restrictions on travel between the United Kingdom and the United States following the discovery of that potentially dangerous new mutation of the virus that causes COVID-19. Governor Cuomo joins me now. Governor, other countries have shut down travel with the UK. You called it reprehensible that the U.S. has not done the same. What do you believe needs to be done?
Good to be with you, Alicia. Look, this is the spring redux, right? This is what we went through with COVID back in the spring when it ambushed New York and the rest of the country. We've been watching the COVID virus for a dangerous mutation. The virus does mutate. The question is, does it mutate into a new virus that is truly diabolical? And all the reports from the UK say that this could be a serious mutation of the virus. Remember, when we first spoke about the second wave, everybody talked about the second wave. The second wave was a mutated virus, right? And that hasn't happened yet. But this would be a second wave. The UK shut down, essentially, after the prime minister said that he wouldn't shut down. He found out about this virus. He said it transmits 70 times as fast as the normal COVID virus. 120 countries have banned travel from the UK, EU countries, or mandated a health test before the people get on the flight and come to their country. Why the United States, after what we went through, watching 120 other countries, why you wouldn't take action and require that be tested first is beyond me. I mean, how many times do you have to make the same mistake in life? It really is an act of just negligence by government, not to say before somebody gets on the plane and flies to the United States, they test negative for the virus or for a variant of the virus.
Well, Governor, to your point about that negligence, there's been little federal guidance from this outgoing administration. Are you confident that they're able to act now? No, I'm not confident that they're able to act now. Look, this is even a more complicated situation, right? Because you're sort of between administrations. But New York is not going to wait for the federal government to protect New Yorkers. We made that mistake back in the spring. I've actually called the airlines that are flying into New York, which are primarily British Airlines and Delta Airlines and Virgin Airlines. And I said, you have 120 countries on the list that require testing. Please add New York to those 120 countries. And they've agreed to do it. British Airways has agreed. Delta has agreed. They're testing for 120 other countries. So they'll add New York. But it doesn't do New York any good unless it works for the nation, right? Otherwise, you'll just have people fly into Chicago or somewhere else and get on a plane and fly to New York. That's one thing this nation has never really realized. You can't control this virus state by state. It's impossible. We're one nation. So I took action as New York. But really, this nation should just say, we want to join the other 120 nations that require testing. You can't fly into the United States unless you test negative for COVID or this COVID variant. That is just common sense. Governor, I just want to make sure I understand, because as we came on air, I know that British Airways had agreed to that. Are you saying now that Delta and Virgin have agreed to that as well?
Yeah, British Airways agreed this morning. I then spoke to Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines has agreed. I haven't yet come to conclusion with Virgin Airlines. But they're doing it, Alicia, they're doing it for 120 other countries. Why wouldn't they do it for the United States, right? I'm confident that they'll wind up all three doing it for the state of New York. But again, unless you stop the virus everywhere, you don't stop the virus anywhere. And what's frustrating to me is we've learned these lessons. We went through this in the spring. We saw how COVID came and the federal government had no idea.
You know, everything was retrospective. COVID was coming to New York back in February. It came February, March, April, and the federal government didn't even know it. They thought it was still in China. They didn't figure it out until much later. Let's at least learn. And when you have all the EU countries banning UK, you have the UK itself closing down. What other signal do you need? New York has one of the lowest infection rates in the United States. We're the fourth lowest state in the nation. But I can't protect New Yorkers unless we protect the entire country. And this virus has been ahead of us every step of the way. It's time we get ahead of the virus. We've been worried about a mutation.
To that point, Governor,
well, now...
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering, are you concerned that this new variant of the virus could already be in New York?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. They say that there's no evidence that there is. But, you know, I've been dealing with all the global health experts over the past year. You know, a scientist will tell you what they know as a fact when they know it. They won't say there's smoke, pour water on the smoke. They wait to see the fire. The smoke isn't enough. Once you see the fire, it's often too late. For me, in the practical matter, when I see smoke, I start to pour the water. And when 120 countries ban the UK, when the UK closes down and cancels Christmas, in essence, by its own prime minister who didn't want to do it and says this virus is deadly, it's a gross negligence for this federal government not to act.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.